2 weeks, the recruits of Wing 223 face the public for real, and today they'll embark on a dummy run.
Because we have role players from outside the police, there will be nobody getting sprayed or battened or whatever.
The object is to see how well the recruits know basic protocols. After all, soon they'll be putting them into practice.
We're now starting to look at basic investigation. We give them strategies, and that's the start of them when they turn up to an incident. They are starting to think about the needs of the victim, the needs of the police as far as the investigation goes.
So, for the next 8 hours, they'll take over the campus as they're tested on their handling of everyday police scenarios.
Yeah, well, the manager's been rude to me and I'd like an apology before I leave.
Okay, well, what we're going to need to do is the manager wants you to leave, okay?
Having already proved she can work well under pressure, in this scenario, Anita Rowland has been called to a drunk and disorderly. But even something this simple can be a minefield.
Sort of coming into it, I was thinking, crikey, there's all this law you've got to know, and there's procedures you have to follow, and if you don't follow them, then it can basically dismiss your case. And I mean, that's a lot of pressure in terms of you're trying to do the right thing. Notebook out. I'll just grab your surname, please.
Sure, it's McKinley.
And your first name?
Kit.
And if I could just grab your address, please. Yep.
So far, Anita is word perfect, but she's about to make a fatal mistake.
It does mean that you will need to leave. Okay. Nothing will happen from there, all right? So if you're happy to do that...
Yep, I'll leave there.
Okay, great.
All right.
This way.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, guys, hold it there, please. Go back, we'll just discuss that. What do you think you overlooked there? Anything?
Seem to want to go pretty easy, but maybe we should have checked communication.
Keep coming, yes.
Maybe
so
we should have done a QP on him.
Yeah, okay.
If Anita had made a call to comms, she would have discovered critical information.
He's going to court tomorrow, and he's got a bail condition that he is not allowed to be on licensed premises. So he's breached his bail conditions.
Okay.
Which means the man in question should have been arrested.
You sort of wonder why they teach you certain things. What sense does that make? It's not till you come and do your formative that you realise it relies on you to do the right job.
Hi, I'm Karen and this is Mike. We're from the Courier Police.
As so much of policing depends upon getting the smallest details right, the recruits need every bit of practice they can get.
By the way, is he wearing a bike helmet?
Oh, no.
It's like, hang on.
And at the end of a hard day, they must hit the books, as tomorrow there's yet another assessment.
I think you sort of want to be put under pressure so you see how well you do perform, and on the other hand, you just want to run.
For the recruits of Wing 224, today's scenario is based on the recruit dorms, which double as a suburban street. A burglary has been reported, and the offender has stolen the victim's golf clubs. Each recruit will arrive on the scene and be tested on their ability to examine and search for evidence, interview the victim, and make a detailed report.
It's their turn now to show us that they can perform.
Tamsin Looney is keen to impress the instructors after her poor performance at the crime house, though it doesn't help being the last recruit to be tested.
I was under a bit of stress thinking and just going over and over, and then bang, it happened.
Hello, sir. I'm Constable Looney from Porirua Police Station. Yep. I'm looking for Kelly Watson.
That's me.
Oh, hello, Kelly. Do you mind if I...
General correspondence with him was quite good. I was happy, I was relaxed. Things seemed to be rolling.
I've been phoning around second-hand shops.
Right.
And one of them said that a guy tried to sell them a set of golf clubs which were exactly the same as mine.
OK. Now, going back to you've been away for a couple of days.
Yep.
After asking all the right questions, Tamsin takes a look at the point of entry.
Mind if I go in front?
Oh, no, that's fine.
OK.
Yep.
And this time, her examination of the scene is much more considered.
I've got this screwdriver here. It's where they've jimmied it there. I'll just put some gloves on and I'll seize this exhibit.
Yep.
After completing a final interview,
Are you prepared to be a witness, testify in court?
Oh, yeah, boy, I've got my
you
golf
don't
clubs,
mind?
yeah.
Okay.
Tamsin radios comms to send in the forensic team.
PCG1, Socko, can I confirm a time, please?
But rather than keeping it brief,
He's going to be here most of the afternoon. So
she gives a blow-by-blow account.
Make it. Point of entry would be in the bathroom. I've claimed an exhibit, which I'll bring back. Say point of exit would be the front door. Is it?
Though before she goes on to give her life story, Sergeant Richards calls time.
Thank you.
Okay, Roger. Were you nervous at the beginning?
Yes, I was. I've waited so long.
Okay. And do you have a super memory? You trust your memory, don't
I
you?
trust my memory, yes.
You didn't write too much in your notebook. Can you remember me mentioning about second-hand shops? And whilst I was waiting for you, I phoned several second-hand shops.
Right.
Yeah?
Yes,
And
yes.
have you asked me about that?
No, I haven't.
And she's broken the cardinal rule of crime scene investigation.
You didn't make any notes. You didn't record what you found in the crime
I should have made a
scene.
sketch, yes.
But the glaring errors don't end there.
Are comms still waiting for you to finish this job? Have you told them that you're K6-10-3?
No. No.
The comms when you were asking for Socko, you just suddenly went into this long, for want of a better word, sort of like just dribbling on. Now comms have got to be short and sharp. And then I think you said thanks or something, you know, at the end. So that wasn't the best comms I'd heard, okay?
And while that's the bad news, fortunately there is good news as well.
I thought you examined very well. You were certainly there examining, and I could see that you had learnt from that experience. Remember?
Yes.
That was excellent. You certainly come across as very confident, and you're just pinging it away. You hold yourself back, and you just take it a little slower.
I should have done a sketch to state where the exhibit was. I missed out on certain bits, which is quite disappointing because we'd just gone over that the previous night when we did a scenario. So I'm stewing over that.
With the final exam only a week away, Tamsin's future as a police officer hangs in the balance.
Well, the challenge is I hope I'm going to pass. I hope I'm going to make it.
Coming up, the recruits of Wing 223 continue to cram, this time on active duty.
Good evening, sir. Compulsory breath testing.
And it seems the manual didn't cover how to deal with Bob.